Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the HRV Vision podcast. Tonight, I got myself, Hector, also known as CN6, and with me, I got Jazzy.
What up?
And Haf.
Yo.
And welcome to another episode of HRV News, guys. But before we actually get into it, I'd like to remind you guys that you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Make sure you follow our socials at HRV Vision Podcast, so go to HRVvisionpodcast.com. You're going to see all of our links through there. Also, guys, make sure you join the Discord. Top link in the description. Join the Discord, guys. Come chat with us about video games, movies, TV shows, anything like that. And if you are listening on Spotify and Apple, leave us a rating, guys. It'll help us a lot. But yeah, HRV News, as always, we're going to be starting off with video games first. What do you got, Mario?
All right, I'm starting off with something that I know is going to make Javi upset.
I already had it. I already saw it.
Oh, yeah? Really?
I already saw this bullshit. Which, I mean, like GTA 6, I saw it coming when I saw no new updates for it.
Yeah,
go ahead, Mario.
I don't know when this game was announced. Maybe like a year and a half ago. I forgot.
Facts, bro.
I'm curious.
It was announced. No, it was announced in. It had to. No, I could have sworn it was like
It was some
the
showcase.
Game Awards.
Was it the Game Awards? It could have.
That
Oh,
or yeah,
you
like
might
I
be
remember
right.
seeing something about it December time. It had to have been.
Yeah,
That or I'm confusing it with Summer Game Fest.
it's either that or Game Awards. I don't think cause
Summer Game Fest
wasn't.
soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it wasn't Xbox.
No,
It was
no,
not
no, no.
Xbox. But either way, Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra, which was first. Oh, here we go. Which was first teased during the D23 Expo in September 2022. That's when it was teased.
D23. Oh,
Wow, that's
shit.
surprising. But
Is
it
it
makes sense
September?
though. Yeah, so that legit. We got that teaser. If nothing since then,
Yeah.
and now the sad truth came out that it's being delayed. It got delayed to take.
Damn.
Yeah, they're taking additional time, which will allow us to add more polish and make sure we give you the best possible experience and one that lives up to our vision.
Damn,
So,
did it say
Same thing as
when?
GTA 6. No,
Just
They-
delayed.
Early 2026.
yeah, just the
Early
year. No
20.
exact date.
No exact date.
No exact date.
Okay.
Just
But
early 2026.
they're doing the same thing like GTA 6. They're taking time to make sure it's functions well, not buggy, just polish it up. So it sucks because, like I said, it came out. The first teaser was 2022. That trailer, you remember that trailer?
Yeah.
It showed Captain America, Black Panther, and some other people. or
Yeah, these
something.
other two characters that are going to play a factor in the story.
Yeah, and I think since then, I think it was nothing, bro. They just been working on it.
We saw like a little teaser trailer for the game a while ago, probably at that D23 Expo thing. Then last year, 2024, we had another teaser where it like showed the story, and it was a whole presentation. Amy Hennig was actually on stage
Yeah, there we
giving
go,
the
that
presentation
chick. Yeah,
and
she's
shit. And then they wanted to show off how the graphics in the game are going to look extraordinary, and they were trying to show off the technology for Unreal Engine 5 and how it makes the game cutscenes and everything look really, really good. And so they showed a demo of a cutscene between Captain America and Black Panther as they are talking with their masks off, so that you could see like the facial expressions that they make when they talk and shit, and how good it looks. And I remember seeing it and being like, bro, like it's probably as good. If I have to think back on the trailer, like it looks as good as GTA 6 as far as like the realism, the facial movements, like the just everything about it. And so it looked really cool, and I was like, oh dude, this game looks really exciting. Like I can't wait to play it. Because a quick reminder, Marvel 1943 is a game that takes place in 1943 during World War II.
Yeah.
That's why Captain America is around, and Black Panther is actually T'Chaka, which is T'Challa's father.
Yeah.
So he is the current Black Panther of that time. So I'm like, interesting, a Captain America and Black Panther story taking place during World War II time is pretty cool, because we're so used to seeing these characters in modern times. And it's being creative director Amy Hennig, bro. She did the first 3 Uncharted games. Like, this could be a recipe for a success.
Yeah.
So I've been looking forward to it, even though I have not seen any other updates since that last trailer where they were showing off the graphics, the showcase and stuff, until now. And now it's being delayed, and I'm just like, damn, bro. So, fuck. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, I remember it looked really cool. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
The premise is really cool, really interesting. But, I mean, hey, if it's being delayed because they got to polish things up, man, fuck it.
I know, bro.
I wanted to come out and be like, what if the collector's editions of 18 inches of both of them?
Oh, Black Panther and Captain America.
Would you take would you take both of them,
he'll
or
take
I would
all-
probably take
he'll-
at
two.
the same time, or
This motherfucker.
I'll probably
one at a time?
separate days, just to like space it out.
He'll
Heal.
take all 38 inches of because both.
that's crazy.
I don't even know that the
Look how
math.
high
Right.
the throat go.
Whoa,
what the
are you
fuck?
talking about?
What's going
What
on?
the fuck,
What's
bro?
going on right now?
What are we doing?
He's just trying to swallow the whole statue.
What the? What just happened? I don't know what's going on.
Yes, you do. You want both of them.
What do you mean?
Hell no,
both
that's
of them.
funny.
Anyway,
no, moving on to like a little more sad news. Microsoft has announced that that 3% of its entire workforce, that's everything, not just the gaming division, is being laid off.
Ah.
So that's roughly around
3% of what?
of their workforce, the
Oh.
entirety. So we don't know the exact number in terms of like their gaming division.
Yeah.
Just yet, when I collected news, there wasn't an update that I saw at least. But I'm assuming the majority of it is going to be gaming, because usually game devs get fucked over the most, obviously,
Yeah.
right? But the reason why they're doing it is they're firing these people. Their excuse, I think it's a dumb excuse, is to prepare them for the future marketplace. That's what they said. Yeah. That's what they said.
Prepare them for the future
Market.
market.
The exact quote is to implement organizational changes necessary to best position the company for success in a dynamic marketplace.
Okay.
I think it's just like, hey man, we just don't want to pay these motherfuckers and make corporate talk, bro.
Yeah.
It's just corporate talk. So that sucks. Like I said, we don't know the exact number.
What does that even mean? I don't know.
It's just suits that just don't want to pay these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. It's just corporate talk.
Yeah.
So it sucks for them. But
suck.
yeah, sucks for them because like obviously
They saw Expedition 33. Yeah, 30 people made this, bro. Like, what are we doing? We don't need that many people.
Why do we have 1,000 people working?
yeah, right.
Why do we have this many people?
Lays off 900, 960
Soon,
people.
soon enough,
They said
Ubisoft
that's
is gonna start laying off more.
approximately no, it's since 2023 when 10,000 employees were removed. Holy shit!
Holy fuck.
10,000. God damn.
But that's just like overall, like
overall, the whole
yeah, yeah.
company. But there was, like I said, I wanted to find the numbers for their like gaming branch.
Yeah.
In terms of like obviously Xbox, because that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we mostly care about, right? But there, like I said, I couldn't see an update on that unless you guys had it.
no,
no.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
okay.
but in terms of, I guess this is moving on. This is more of brighter. This has to do with the next Battlefield campaign.
Okay.
So the people in charge of Battlefield, I don't know if for just to update everybody, the next Battlefield campaign, they're taking it very seriously, right? They have like multiple studios working on every aspect of the game. One studio is dedicated for multiplayer. There's like this third mode that they're making that they kept secret. And I'm trying to remember. Did they announce what that third mode is?
I
Or
can't.
is it still
No.
secret?
I
All
have
right, so
no idea.
they're working on third mode, and then obviously the campaign. The last Battlefield didn't have a campaign, which I hated as a campaign lover. So this one they're bringing it back, and they actually are having a whole ass dedicated team for just the fucking campaign, or studio, my bad. Mm-hmm. And the guy in charge of it, he said that how he took inspiration from Alex Garland's Civil War and Dead Space,
Okay.
which is very cool, because obviously if you guys don't know Civil War was a very grounded movie, war film, obviously. And I believe what he said here, he said Felipe, I'm gonna butcher the last name, so I do apologize. Felipe Douche Amari. I don't know how you, like I said, I do apologize. Mentioned that Alex Garland's 2024 movie Civil War was a good reference for some of the things the developers are pushing in this game. They basically said like how
Okay.
they want to make the person who you ever play as in this campaign feel normal, but what would happen if you put a normal person in a very extreme environment and in a very extreme situation?
Okay.
That, and in terms for the Dead Space thing, they basically are using Dead Space as like a good for pacing.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, even though this mission just ended, how do we keep you hooked? And they say Dead Space is very good at doing that, which I played.
Okay.
I played the remake of Dead Space 1, and then I played the
still need to
original.
play the
I played the. Oh, you haven't played it yet?
The remake, no.
I thought you bought it. I don't know why.
No.
You will like it. You
Still
will
got
like
to play the remake.
it. Yeah, you will like the remake.
Yeah.
But that's what's it called? That was that, and that honestly, it was that was pretty slow news week. But we're ending off on a pretty big one because it involves a marathon, and I had it bookmarked and it fucking kicked me out. You fucking piece of shit! How dare you?
Yeah, marathon, man. As if it can't get any worse, man. People are not looking forward to it, and this just, I guess, might
Makes
have
it
been
worse.
might have been the nail on the coffin, man.
So
Like,
Bungie, well, you want to see what it was, and then I'll
what?
like
Oh,
what they
like-
did. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Marathon and Bungie overall, man, is getting a lot of is under fire recently. It's bad. A lot of people are hating. A lot of people are just shitting on it, right? And that is because it was revealed that they reused, or I'm gonna be. I guess they stole artwork from a previous former employee.
Whoa!
Back in 2017.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like someone who used to work at Bungie?
Yeah, and it wasn't like they took the artwork and like altered it or whatever. No, bro, it's a copy and paste. Same shit. Right. And
No, I think he didn't work with them.
are you sure?
This is because in the post that I have, it says Bungie is of course not obligated to hire me when making a game that draws overwhelmingly from the same design language that I have refined. Let me see. I could have sworn, but clearly my work. I don't
because I saw the post that he said that it was from an alpha something.
No, it was in the alpha. Marathon. In the alpha marathon.
Okay. My mistake. Okay, yeah. Okay, my mistake. But point is, yeah. So either way, so yeah,
it's blatant, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, so he, I guess this artist, right? This artist was making. Do you have info on that?
I have the artist, but I don't know if you want me to say it. Like his actual like @ and everything.
No, yeah, go ahead.
So his profile username is N2. It's literally just N2, and then his @ is 4NT1R34L. Kind of like Javi's username. I'm not gonna lie, that complicated. What do you mean?
His PSN name.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
Hector cringed when you like 3 characters into that username.
That shit crazy.
He's like, what's the deeper meaning of it? Like, what's
This
the lore
mother-
behind the username? Like, they gotta be coordinates to like to his childhood home. Like,
Never be something simple. It's like, bro, why is your name Dark? I don't know. I just picked it. Like, it's not because you had a dark childhood. Your dad abused you. No.
N2. What is that? If you put 2 N's together, it's an M.
And the 2 is like it's like on top of the end. I don't know what's it called again when you do that.
Oh, N squared.
Yeah.
Oh, like an exponent.
Like an N squared type.
Yeah. It's that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
my
his
mistake.
name.
I thought from what I saw, he was like a former employee, but no, he was just an artist that designed it back in 2017.
And they put it in the alpha.
Oh, that's
for
even bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you know what? Okay,
No,
that
what
makes
makes it
sense.
bad is what I read you earlier. Remember?
Okay, listen, that makes sense because at the time I'm like, wait a second, if he was a former employee and why is he tripping? Because you were working for them and whatever you make, whatever intellectual property you make under that brand, it's theirs. But that makes more sense. Okay, that was my fault, my mistake. So yeah, okay. Do we have any info where like
I have his post right here. I can read it
Okay,
word for it if
perfect.
you want. All right, so it's a whole thread. I'll start from the beginning. This was the initial thing that he said he put on it on his X account, which I said the ad already for. If you want to see it yourself. The Marathon Alpha released recently, and its environments are covered with assets lifted from the poster design I made in 2017. Bungie is, of course, not obligated to hire me when making a game that draws overwhelmingly from the same design language I have refined for the last decade. But clearly my work was good enough to pillage for ideas and plaster all over their game without pay or attribution. Attribution. That's what I'm saying, that word, right?
Yeah.
Attribution.
Attribution. Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
No,
I
you
said,
said
it
it
right.
right the first time.
All right, my bad. I don't have the resources nor the energy to spare to pursue this legally, but I have lost count of the number of times a major company has deemed it easier to pay a designer to imitate or steal my work or steal my work than to write me an email. In 10 years, I have never made a consistent income from this work, and I am tired of designers from huge companies mood boarding and parasiting my designs while I struggle to make a living. And further down, if you guys go deeper into the post, he actually hid something. It's called, I hit a loss in my design 6 years ago and nobody caught on. And somebody who like saw the post, also like another random X account, said, here from the future, if anyone doubts the theft of your art, this also confirms it. So basically, a loss is basically something the artist put to like, hey, I made this. Like, this is proof like I made this and they stole my shit. And so that right there, what he's aiming at, that's what the loss is.
Okay.
It's that right there. And his original artwork has that.
Okay.
And that's how it was confirmed. Like, yo, you stole from me. I can prove it. No, that's legit.
No, there's other pictures. Do you see the other pictures?
This is the one I only see on this post.
Go
here.
up. Go up. There's some pictures. Yeah, right here. So the poster, his poster is right here. That the one on the right. Okay. It says on the bottom, Aleph Dark Space Haulage Logistics, like right here. It says right there. Right.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
It's in the bottom text, the white text, the small text,
Okay.
right? So that's his. If you go to the right, this is Marathon, bro. And it's the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Same wording, same everything.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Same everything.
Yeah.
Same thing with the other poster that he posted, where it's his logo, it's his actual logo. So we have this right here, this logo here.
Yeah.
That's his logo.
The dude's logo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the original artist.
I was gonna say that already looks familiar.
Yeah, it looks similar. So if you go here, it's in the game.
Yeah, I was okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that looks familiar.
And same thing with another piece of icon that he did. So, and he actually puts it out right here. So this is his logo that he did,
Yeah.
and you see it right there. It's pointed to the actual game. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah, I saw it.
So the white, the red,
Literally my logo. Yeah, bro.
and so here's the thing, right? Because this is not the first time Bungie has done this, man. They've done this
They have
multiple
history.
times.
They done it for Destiny also.
Yeah, and it's like, what the, why? Why is it so difficult to just, I guess, reach out to the, because clearly, dude, it's the same. It's clearly the same. It's not
same shit,
altered.
bro.
It's not nothing. It's not inspired or whatever. It's literally the same thing, actually. And that's just terrible, because if you know where you got it from, right? If you know exactly who that person is or who actually made it, then I feel like they should be able to contact them. Like, hey, we want to use this. Is there any way we could come to like a settlement or whatever the fuck? But obviously, if they took inspiration or altered it, then it's kind of a different story.
But here's the thing,
or
that
if it worked for them.
and that incriminates them more. Somebody made a reply to the post and says, I see that Joseph Cross also follows you. Is there any insight you can give about the connection there? He followed me for a few years, and a few others from Bungie never had any communication.
Oh wow.
So that means like they had an eye on this guy for a while.
Yeah.
They're probably like, oh, hey, look, this guy
shit's fire. Yeah.
And in 2017, bro, that keeps. How long have they been making this game?
My thing is,
So shit lines up, dude.
my thing is like, if you really like something like that, maybe try to like alter it or something. Don't like just rip. It's like ripped off. It's literally one-on-one shit. It's not even altered. It's nothing.
Yeah. Oh my
That's what's just confusing.
That's
So-
what's bogus. That's what,
Dude.
like, it's already bogus that like, yo, you like, imagine if they did do that.
Yeah.
That guy would still be able to tell like, yo, I'm pretty sure they just changed it
Okay.
a little bit, but still stole my shit. It's like more salt in the wound if it's legit, they didn't even bother changing it at all.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? So I have this. So the actual the art director, and I think one of the someone else, I forgot who, someone also pretty important at Bungie. They came out and they released a video, like about 3-minute clip, and they came out and they actually admitted to doing this.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Admitted.
They admitted it, saying, "Hey, we did sorry, we did this, blah blah blah." And so I actually have the video here. You know, we're gonna try out our new little our new device.
With our upgrades that we made.
Our upgrades,
man.
yeah. Now I'm actually gonna play a portion of the video of him actually admitting it and explaining everything. So yeah, let me get this up and going real quick, guys. Just real quick, and it should work about now. Mario's gonna check for me.
And checked in 2020.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm gonna start from the beginning. So here we go.
Came to our attention that an artist who worked on Marathon took elements from a graphic designer without permission or acknowledgement and placed them on a decal sheet that was then checked in 2020. The decal sheet included icons and text elements. These elements ended up in our alpha build, and there's absolutely no excuse for this oversight. And we are working on and 100% committed to our review process to ensure instances like this don't happen again on Marathon or at Bungie. A few of the things that we've done over the last 24 hours and what we're doing to shore up the review process are as follows. We've reached out to Anti-Real, the artist in question, and followed up to ensure that we do right by this artist. We're auditing all of the previous work by the artist, the internal artist, including the environment decals already in the build, which is part of why we're delaying some of the content we're going to show today. And we're committed to removing anything that is questionably or inappropriately sourced. We're doing a very broad decal audit, and if we locate any other details or elements, we'll make sure that those are eliminated, recreated in-house for sure. Hundreds of artists have worked on this project for years, internally and externally, and we share many influences, including modernism, Swiss typography, 2000s style vector art, cyberpunk, and of course the original Marathon trilogy. Our style is a result of all of those inspirations. And it's also worth noting that none of our external partners who've worked on branding or any part of the visual design of our game were involved with this situation. And lastly, personally, I have a huge amount of respect.
And then, yeah, we're going to cut it there, guys, because he's just, respecting the artist and just apologizing and stuff. But yeah, from what you heard, they actually contacted the original creator, the original owner, and they're in the talks right now to figure out a solution. But he said, another issue too is like we sometimes can't hear that audio because Mario has the headphones. He's the sound guy, so I'm just kind of saying it again a bit so Hav can like understand the situation because I already saw the video. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's in contacts with them, with him, trying to figure something out. And also they said that they're going to double check and audit every single artwork that's in the game and make sure that everything is eliminated that's taken from that artist or anywhere else.
Damn.
But yeah, man, that's just crazy.
I just wonder why
now. It shouldn't happen. That should not happen.
It's happened before.
He said that hundreds of internal and external artist has worked on the game that's gone and left or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things that I guess one of those artists or maybe a few took it and Bungie themselves thought it was original work. Like it could have been like that. Think about it. If a lot of people are working on it and they just don't say, but either way, Bungie has the responsibility to make sure that everything is legit and make sure that if it is taken from somewhere one-to-one, that you should contact the original creator and like compensate them or create something, so yeah, that's the main controversy with Marathon, dude. It's not looking good, man. It's really not. This just like is making it worse for them, dude. A lot of people are saying, yo, fuck this. And even a lot of big people, man, in the industry are saying, yo, this is terrible. Like, this is not good. Some people are saying, like, they should just start over, whatever the fuck, like, because what the fuck is going on?
It just makes it,
but
I think why, because this happened with them before, right, where they've been accused of this shit. I think the reason why is that they actually got so much flack for it is because the game itself is already not looking promising for them, at least in terms of the gaming community.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Talk about that.
So like that, the anticipation for this game, the negative anticipation for this game buckled with this is like piling on for like a very, very interesting launch for them.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I guess another thing too that kind of bothered me a bit, and it's funny because it kind of relates to what Hav was saying, making fun of my shit. It doesn't have meaning and shit, right? And it goes back to that piece where I said it had like a corporate name like LF and then what was it, Dark Space Hauling Logistics or some shit.
You're talking about, yeah.
So that original artist made that obviously, and they put it in the game, and then we see it on aircrafts and stuff. You would think that company name or that shit's related to like lore wise, like has something to do with lore, something to do with the world building or whatever. But clearly it's just ripped off from somewhere and it's like meaningless. So it's like, I guess they're just, it's everything else.
I know what you mean.
Could everything else be meaningless? If we see something that has like a brand name, is that just because it's there and it doesn't have...
it looked cool, so we just put it there.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm still curious to see how they're going to incorporate the narrative in that type of game. So yeah, that's unfortunate news with Bungie, man. But I guess on some positive news for another extraction shooter type of game is fucking Arc Raiders, man. Have you heard of that game?
I know that game, but I've never played it because what's it called?
There was I think it was just was it a beta? No, it was an alpha, I think. And I believe it's another extraction shooter. But like people are loving it, bro. A lot of people are loving it, saying it's fun. No, it was just the like a closed beta or something.
Or
something like that. It was an open beta or closed beta. I can't remember. But yeah, a lot of people were playing it. A lot of influencers and stuff. Like, people were saying that they were having fun. They're loving it. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to be free, or if it's going to be a premium price like Marathon. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks promising.
yeah.
It looks promising.
I'm looking at some clips
it's,
right
it's
now.
Arc Raiders, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 days ago.
Is it extraction shooter, right?
Does it look like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if it's an extraction shooter. I don't want to mess that up. I'm pretty sure it is. And people are saying, yeah, this is gonna take off more than fucking Marathon and shit.
Oh, so this is like the community made the 1v1.
Probably, yeah.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, a lot of people are having fun with it, man. They're saying it's solid, it's fun. So I definitely have my eyes up.
Your eyes on it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it does look kind of interesting. It's
But
third person.
I think. Do you have anything else, Mario?
As far as I have for big news, no.
What about you?
I got some gaming news. Just
Yeah,
some
go ahead.
stuff. Huh?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have 3 pieces of news of gaming. 2 of them are small pieces of news. The other one's pretty big. Do you want me to do the first, the small ones, like get them out of the way, and then leave the big one for last, or give the last one, do the big one first and leave the smaller ones for last?
I say do the small ones first and then let's save the big for last.
All right, for sure. So
Yeah.
the first one that I have is an update from Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead Studios.
Oh,
They just put out a statement basically saying that they're going to fully self-publish their next game, the next game that they're working on.
Oh wow.
With the quote being provided by the company saying it's 100% funded by ourselves, so we call 100% of those shots. And they said that they are open to working with PlayStation again in the future.
Okay.
So whatever game that might be, that's going to be completely self-published. And with the success of
That's
Helldivers 2, could be another Helldiver situation where it might be fire.
So is it going to be like a new IP?
I don't know.
Probably.
That I don't know. They just said that their next game is going to be self-published. But whether it's going to be a new IP or if it's going to be Helldivers 3, I don't know.
Probably a new IP, right?
Probably.
That's what
And
I
if it
think,
is,
yeah.
bro, I mean, we would just have to wait and see what they do with it. I mean, obviously they've proven themselves with Helldivers 2 and the success of that game.
Yeah.
That anything they might put out might be bangers. So we'll just have to wait and see. The other small piece of news that I have is that we got our first look at an upcoming G.I. Joe game, Snake Eyes. It's a AAA game. No word on a release date, but it is being made by ex-developers coming from Bethesda, WB, Marvel, Epic, and a few others.
Oh wow. Okay.
We just got to see who's in charge of it.
Like, what do you mean, creative director?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, whatever. Yeah, we got to see who's in charge of it. And if it's like an independent studio.
But I'm glad that Snake Eyes and just the G.I. Joe type of shit's kind of coming back. Like it's like it's been kind of stagnant, man. I can't remember the last like big thing that was from that universe.
Well, the last thing we got, and it was only a cameo though. The last thing we got was from the Transformers movie.
yeah, that was the last thing we
that-
got.
And it was a
tie-in.
cameo.
Yeah.
Well, like no, was it? It was an end credit scene, right? Or was it
No.
the last thing in the movie?
No, it was the last
was the
thing
last
in the
thing.
movie.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah. Which is
Yeah,
crazy.
and I haven't heard anything from them ever since
facts,
then, bro.
yeah.
That was that 2023.
I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah,
It had to been 2023.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
when
so.
Transformers came out, yes.
Yeah.
Rise of
Yeah.
the Beast.
So, damn.
I wonder what
Okay.
kind of game it's going to be though.
Yeah.
But like, I've never really gotten into G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
Really?
same
I'm not really
here.
familiar with
Really?
the characters,
I mean,
the story.
I just know
Snake Eyes,
Yeah.
the Black Ninja,
Uh-huh.
and
The
White
white one?
Shadow. I think that's his name, right? Or what is his name?
I don't know.
White Shadow. White something.
I only know them because they look cool.
Yeah, they're rivals.
yeah.
And it's like a black ninja and a white ninja. It's like
Yeah.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero. It's like
Yeah.
red and blue. Like it's just they're rivals. That's all I know though. I don't know anything else. I know the movies I've heard are mid, especially the Retaliation one with The Rock. Like I heard that one was
Of course.
so White Cobra. I think that's
Storm
his name.
Shadow.
Storm Shadow. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like that's I just know the characters' names, but I never saw.
I saw
Anything
I saw
else?
the movies when I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
liked them. I was like, typical shit. And I also had like action figures of them.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I think we would need like an actual like maybe like a G.I. Joe reboot movie in
be
order
cool.
for us to like maybe get back into like for me at least get into the
Were
universe.
they live action or were they animated?
They were live action.
They were live action?
So they were
Oh.
live action movies, and the last G.I. Joe live action movie that we got was a few years ago during the pandemic. It was a Snake Eyes origin solo movie that flopped horrendously. Apparently, it was really bad. It tanked at the box office. And usually, when a movie does really bad, if it was meant to like start a new franchise, it's going to be the next big, like the next trilogy or whatever.
Yeah.
When it tanks, the studios, what they do is completely just abandon that IP for years to like either forever or until like the wound is not as bad because it's not as recent, and then they just bring it back. They'll like they'll try to redo it. That's how Hollywood works nowadays.
Yeah.
So because that movie flopped, and it was fairly recent. It was like 2021, I believe, 2022, around that time. We might not see another G.I. Joe anything maybe anytime soon. But then again, Transformers tied into. But I don't even know if they're going to make more live action Transformers because Transformers 1 was animated. That movie made money, and that's probably going to get a sequel. So they might even just leave the live action Transformers thing behind.
Yeah.
Because obviously companies will want to focus on the money makers. And if the animated one made more money than the live action, they're probably going to neglect that. So that tie-in with the G.I. Joe world may be for nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
So you never know. So I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Go ahead. You have another one?
I have my last piece of gaming news. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big thing. So I left it last.
Okay.
And this came out Thursday. When I saw it, I don't know. It was a mixed emotions. It was disappointment. I rolled my eyes. I was a little upset. And I was kind of angry. I was just kind of like, man, this is some bullshit. But I believe this was announced on Thursday, and that is that WB and NetherRealm Studios have announced Mortal Kombat Definitive Edition. So
I did not see that.
They did?
So what it is, it's every single fighting game in existence, whether it's Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, whatever, they always have to put out a definitive edition of that game, which is basically the core game at launch that came out, right? Like when it came out on launch, plus all of the expansions and add-ons that they introduced while the game was still having post-launch content. So DLC characters, maybe like some of the skins, maybe some of the new stages that they added, some updates and stuff. So basically it's the version of the game that's all the way complete.
And let's see if we cousins.
Okay.
I think I know why you're upset then. Because what you're explaining is like, okay, that's interesting. That kind of insinuates that there's no more DLC coming.
Right.
Is that why you're upset?
So yes, it's half the reason.
We cousins.
It is that is somewhat the reason.
We're half cousin because you are half right.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But the reason why I was so upset seeing this is because usually when a definitive edition of a game comes out, any game I feel like, that just means the game's over now.
Yeah.
Like there will be no more post-launch updates, no more like expansions, nothing. Like because it's like it's reached the end of its run. So now they're releasing a version of the game which just has like all the shit that came out with like post-launch. So that got announced, which means Mortal Kombat 1 is officially over. And the reason why I have mixed emotions about this is because this insinuates a few things. One, before this Mortal Kombat game came out and before it was even announced, Ed Boon, who is the guy who works at NetherRealm Studios, he's like the president or like CEO, whatever you want to call it. He's the head. He's the guy who created Mortal Kombat. Like he was one of the 3 guys that made Mortal Kombat 1 all the way back in the 90s. And he's still doing it to this day. Bro's like almost 60 years old.
Yeah.
So he was doing interviews trying to promote for what was then called Mortal Kombat 12, right? And he basically said the next game that we put out from NetherRealm Studios will be a break in the cycle than the last games that we've made because it's going to be the game that's going to get the longest amount of time as far as post-launch content. We're going to support this game longer than 1 to 2 years like our previous games. It's going to be supported for way longer with more updates and more stuff that we want to add on it. Like we want to like support this for longer. Then that's when eventually we got the reveal for Mortal Kombat 1, right? They called it 1. It's going to be a reboot, whatever the fuck, right? And now it's been 2 years, about to be 2 years next September.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
already 2 years?
Yeah, it's already been 2 years since the game launched and now it's over. And there's a few reasons like behind the scenes stuff that maybe you guys probably don't know on why this is happening. For one, it wasn't true. Years of support, it only made it just under 2 years, which is not longer than the previous games that they've done, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are throwing shade at Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios for being like, bro, y'all fucking lied. Like now Mortal Kombat 1 is basically over, and you say you're going to support it for many more years. And so I'm here to say that I don't think it's fair to point the finger at NetherRealm Studios and Ed Boon for lying, because I personally believe they were not lying. I think they wanted to stay true to their word and wanted to support the game for longer than they had their previous games. And at the end of the day, we have to remember, bro, this is a business. And I'm pretty sure the person or people who made the call to end Mortal Kombat 1 was probably Warner Brothers, was probably WB Games. Because, and I can admit this as a lifelong Mortal Kombat fan, I love Mortal Kombat, I've been playing it since a kid. I've played every Mortal Kombat game and Injustice games, which also came from NetherRealm, since Mortal Kombat 9, 2011. So we're going on like almost 14 years. I can even say Mortal Kombat 1 is easily the weakest Mortal Kombat game that has come out in this new generation of Mortal Kombat games.
Really?
It is the weakest one. It is
I remember when it came out, you were like, this is lit. Bro.
No,
this is
well,
cool. And
dude,
I had fun playing it too.
Bro, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, that's because you watch the trailers and like you finally play the game and you're hyped about it. But you eventually play the game long enough, you're going to start to see flaws. Like, you know what I mean? Like, eventually you're going to start to see shit. Like, I'm sure y'all were hyped about South of Midnight, and then guess what? Oh, the combat's not there. But would you have known that?
I wouldn't say we were high. We were just looking forward to
Exactly.
it. It's more like it
but
just
would
piqued
you
our
have
interest.
known that had you not, have you, like, based on seeing the trailers, like, you still look forward to it.
Yeah,
That's kind of where I was. But now after
okay.
playing the game, after investing all my time into it and like being there for every expansion, everything that they've supported, like everything they did with the game.
Platinumed it. You got the trophies.
Yeah, I did. I platinumed it. I platinumed the game. And I can say it's easily the weakest for a myriad of reasons. For one, they introduced assists, right? The cameos.
Yeah.
They wanted to like switch it up because that's something that Mortal Kombat had never done before, but they didn't know how to incorporate it. It was kind of like they were kind of irrelevant. It's to the point where you would go into an online match and play strangers, just play with random fighters, and you would barely see people use cameos. Like they really weren't. They didn't play a big part into like the gameplay aspect. Other stuff like microtransactions was a big one. They had microtransactions in the game for like skins and shit.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal because one, it's like, bro, I got to pay money just to buy like a skin for Scorpion that looks lit as fuck, right? The reason why it's a big deal is because previous No Mortal Kombat games and just like the Injustice games, you would be able to earn those costumes through like gameplay.
Yeah.
Not having to buy them. So for example, when Injustice 2 came out, it was around the same time that the Justice League movie was coming out, the first one, the 2-hour one, CGI mustache Justice League. And as like a promotional thing, they added the Justice League costumes to Injustice 2. So Batman was Ben Affleck, Batman, the Flash was Ezra Miller, and Superman was Henry Cavill. But you were able to unlock those costumes through like
Gameplay.
like
Just
gameplay
play-
stuff,
just playing the game.
like stuff that they would add like to the game. Here, it would be like, oh, here's a skin for Scorpion from like Mortal Kombat 3, like OG Mortal Kombat 3 from the
$15.99.
and it would be like $5.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, well, technically they'll say no. There's an in-game currency called Dragon Crystals. You use those, but as my experience, I've only ever earned those crystals playing the campaign. And when you beat the campaign once, if you replay it, they're not going to give you more crystals, girl. Like, what do you just? It's an infinite currency hack. What the fuck? They're not going to do that. So what do? Well, you go to the microtransaction store and you just spend real money on dragon crystals, which are then unlocked. So it's like I'm still spending money. There's a million other reasons why I'm not fucking with the game, but I don't want to get into it. I just know that it's the weakest, and I think WB noticed that because this game severely underperformed with players as far as game sales, and it came out around the same time as Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, two other big fighting games from very well established IP franchises that arguably, and I've played both of them, are, well, I can say as an opinion, they're both better games than Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are way better fighting games than Mortal Kombat. They actually use the gameplay right. Like they don't have assists, but they know how to incorporate the gameplay to make it look more fun and engaging and stuff like that. And in the Game Awards, Mortal Kombat lost to Tekken 8, I believe. No. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 6 came out the same year. Therefore, they were both nominated, and Mortal Kombat lost to Street Fighter 6. The following year, Tekken 8 was one of the fighting games that was nominated for the Game Awards, and that won Game of the Year, or Fighting Game of the Year. So, against the other two big franchises of fighting games that exist right now, like, it lost to both of them. So, WB, I think what they did was, and this ties back to something that happened 5 months ago. And I texted this to the group chat to you guys, but I doubt you guys remember, so I'm going to bring it up. A reliable insider who has his ear to the wall, what's going on with WB Games, went on Reddit and confirmed that like the CEOs and like everyone like kind of had a meeting, and they basically said that the gaming department has been lacking as of recently. Mortal Kombat 1 is one big example, which is the reason why we're talking about this, the definitive edition. But another one, what is it? kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad game also severely underperformed. So they had this meeting and like Hogwarts Legacy was like popping for like 3 minutes, and then like after the novelty of the Harry Potter Wizarding World kind of wore off, no one really talked about it. And they tried doing that definitive edition thing, which they ultimately canceled.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was gonna be.
So
thank God they didn't.
WB, like what they did, according to this insider, was that they had this meeting to basically say, like, what is the move going forward? What are we going to do? And that's when they came out and said, well, what we have to do is focus on moneymakers. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop our gaming development company, our gaming department, focusing on small IP and like original games, because we can't take that risk. We're losing enough money as it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to invest all of our effort into our 4 biggest IP franchises. And that is Mortal Kombat, Batman Arkham, Game of Thrones, and the Wizarding World, Harry Potter. So this being the definitive edition confirms 2 things. One, that the insider's talking about how what WB Games wants to end support for Mortal Kombat 1 to just work on the next game and fix the problems that Mortal Kombat had 1 is confirmed because definitive edition. So now the game's over. Therefore, those rumors were true. And 2, those rumors of, well, Suicide Squad flopped, and now Rocksteady is going to make another Batman Arkham game as like a safe, like, it's like a safe thing,
like their banger.
Yeah, like this, because like, oh shit, that game flops. We got to put another Batman Arkham. People like Batman Arkham. Let's put another Batman Arkham game and make money back. Is now confirmed because
I'm so worried about that.
Well, yeah, for reasons that we know. Yeah. And now that's confirmed. Like, this is all, like, the stuff that for that 5 months ago, that Reddit person, that, like, the insider who said all this shit, is now starting to look true.
Yeah.
We saw it first when they said Batman Arkham was in development, a new Batman Arkham installment, which might be the Batman Beyond shit that got canceled all those years ago. And now, definitive edition of Mortal Kombat. So all of these rumors from 5 months ago look to be true. And it's frustrating because it's like, bro, like, it sucks because like I like Mortal Kombat and like, but like you guys kind of dropped the ball, and now they cut the support, and now they're gonna work on the next Mortal Kombat game. But my thing is it gonna be good? Because one of the big things that I didn't like about Mortal Kombat 1 was its greed, like the microtransactions, like some of the other gaming implements that they added into the game. Like I wasn't a fan of, and now they want to come out with another one. It's like, what are you gonna do there? Another small gripe that I have is that we're getting yet again another Mortal Kombat game, and like I'm kind of over it now. Because NetherRealm Studios, what they usually do is they alternate between their two gaming fighting games, and that is that they come out with a Mortal Kombat game and they do like support for like a year or two, and then they come out with an Injustice game, which is not rated M, it's rated T, and it's a fighting game between DC characters, not Mortal Kombat. And the same thing, 1 to 2 years of post-launch support, DLC characters, whatever you want, and then they go back to Mortal Kombat, and then back to, like, they would alternate. And that was nice because you would invest 2 years of your time playing a rated M, gory as fuck, fatalities, heads coming off game, and then you kind of switch up the vibe for the next 2 years because now you're playing a fighting game regarding DC superheroes. But now, back in, I want to say 2018, 2019, we had Mortal Kombat 11. 2023, we had Mortal Kombat 1. And now they want to focus on a new Mortal Kombat game. And now if you think about it, we're going on like, what is that, like 7-8 years of Mortal Kombat? And like, I'm kind of over it because it's like, how much more can these developers' creativity on how to fatality a person, like how much more of it can it go? Like your creativity can only go so far. Like what else is there? And as someone who loves Mortal Kombat, because I'm morbid, I guess, I like seeing fatalities. Like I like seeing people getting fucked up, right, in gory ways. Is it still gonna have that novelty? When Mortal Kombat 12 comes out, am I gonna be like, oh shit, that was crazy? Because I've played 2 other games like just like this before. So is it going to feel stale? Is the novelty going to wear off? Like, where do you go from here? So I don't know, man. Right now, I'm in a really tough position when it comes to Mortal Kombat because I don't know whether I should look forward to it, if I should even still be a fan. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I can tell. I don't know what the fuck to do, bro. No, the only thing at this point that I would actually be excited for would be an Injustice 3. Because it's like, dude, I don't want to play 3 more years of Mortal Kombat, like fatalities. Like, I feel like I already grinded like the last 6 years to that shit. Like, give me something. Give me an Injustice. There were rumors long time ago that NetherRealm Studios wanted to make a fighting game like Injustice, but with Marvel characters.
Oh wow.
which I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that would be fire because it'd be like Injustice, but with Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, just Marvel versus Capcom, right? But game development companies will make Spider-Man, Wolverine, all these characters fight that way. What would NetherRealm Studios make Spider-Man fight in this game? How would they how would they incorporate Wolverine's claws into like the way their game mechanics?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I think of it. It's like, how would NetherRealm Studios take on a fighting game with Marvel characters? We've seen what they did with DC characters twice. What about the other side? What about Marvel? What about them, right? If they did something like that, I'd be more excited. If I find out we're getting another Mortal Kombat game, I don't know if I'm gonna still fuck with it. And it's funny because people will make fun of you for that. It's like, well, you play with fucking Call of Duty game every fucking year.
That's true.
Same fucking shit.
That's true.
And it's
all right,
like,
let me ask you this, High. What would you rate it now?
So
'Cause at the time, I think you really liked it at the time.
right.
And I think I asked you the same question. I think you said it was like an 8 or something. 8 or a 9.
Okay.
It was one of
there.
those two.
It was 8 or 9 for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
up.
What would you give it now?
Now that it's over,
Now that
Yeah.
it's over, bro.
It's run.
so what I would give it now, one thing I will give it its pros is that the DLC characters were a lot of fun. Probably my least favorite one was, unfortunately, was Peacemaker. I've tried playing as him and he's just not as fun to play with. My biggest highlight is Mortal Kombat DLC characters was probably Omni-Man.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Homelander was pretty cool, not as good as Omni-Man.
No, dude, the fatality, or I don't know what it was, when Omni-Man just like shifts through the person's body.
phases
That's
through
just
them.
hard
That's
as
fire. I know.
That's hard as
No, it's
fuck,
fire.
man. That's so cool.
I mean, the graphics are definitely an upgrade. The story is cool. They added a aftermath expansion story, like that kind of tells the story, like what happens after the game, which was total trash. I didn't fuck with it. The gameplay, like I said, is cool, but I mean, it's the same shit I played forever. Cameos were kind of irrelevant after a while, so taking into consideration like every little aspect of the game, both launch and post-launch, I'm feeling, I don't know if I could give it a solid number, but I could tell you I'm feeling around 6 or 7 now.
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
That's like where I'm
All right.
feeling out. Where I still believe
That feels like a letdown score.
yeah, and I still believe Mortal Kombat 11, the last game, the Mortal Kombat game that came out before this one, is still a 10 out of 10.
A 10?
Yes,
Oh,
I
that's
fucking
crazy.
love Mortal Kombat 11. The story's fire. The DLC characters were fire as fuck. The gameplay was solid. It was fluid. It was smooth. No cameos. And for some reason, bro, someone actually noticed that every Mortal Kombat game they come out with, they slow down the speed of the movement. So I've noticed that. So Mortal Kombat 11 is a little faster as far as gameplay.
Interesting.
I don't
Okay.
know. I personally still like Mortal
So-
Kombat 11 more. And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie to you, because sometimes I'll be like, I'm in the mood to play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I actually uninstalled Mortal Kombat 1 like
Oh
a
my
couple weeks
God.
ago and reinstalled Mortal Kombat 11 because I just prefer
Okay.
that game more than this one.
All right, so like a 6, 7 out of 10. But yeah, thank you guys. That's the Mortal Kombat 1 review.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
We went solo. on that.
I feel like
We're never gonna fucking
what's it called?
talk about that game, so I might as well just get it out.
No,
now.
this is why I literally
There's no
brought this
way.
up. I was like, Ha's been holding that in for a while.
Yeah, right.
At some point, I was like, he's been holding this in for a fat minute.
yeah, because
I've been holding it in. I've
Yeah.
never felt the need to really express my feelings like
Until this moment
until
where
I
you're
saw
like,
definitive
yeah,
edition.
okay,
I was
yeah,
like,
see?
okay, so the
This
game's
was
fucking
like
over.
this was like the final straw. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm gonna rant. Like this is like to me, it sounds like you were pissed in the moment. Like, and right now you're like, holy shit, I'm actually venting right now. So I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Like I've been there, bro. I've been
okay,
there.
6 out of 7. Or 6, wait, what? 6, 7.
6, 7.
That's a
Yeah.
6 out of 7.
6 out of 7.
That's a Mortal Kombat 1 review. HRV stamped approved. But yeah, okay. I think is that everything for news?
Yeah, you said you had
gaming.
something
Sweet.
for gaming.
No.
Oh, I thought you said, okay. Well, yeah. In that case, yeah, I'm done.
All right, fine.
I'm excited for. Oh, you said it.
I do have one. It's small, but might as well.
No,
I
yeah,
wanted
no.
to save time, but
No,
we
you're
already
good.
did an hour and a
Nah.
half review. So hang on, give me a second. I'm
No,
messing
man.
with you off.
No, it's
It's
fine.
fine. I have here. It's really small news that Stalker: Legends of the Zone Enhanced Edition was announced,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
and that is Stalker: Legends of the Zone Trilogy Enhanced Edition was announced. It will launch on May 20 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Epic Game Store, and yeah. So we're getting a full trilogy enhanced version of the original Stalker games.
I saw something like that this week, but I thought they were just talking about. Didn't they announce a new Stalker game, like a brand new game?
Oh,
Stalker
brand-
2. Stalker
about
2,
Stalker
that
2?
shit came out already, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, okay, never mind.
But what's interesting though is that the original 3 Stalker games, they ported them to the PS4, PS4 version, PlayStation, and I actually got them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I bought them. So like, okay, cool. And that was not too long ago. That was probably like fucking 8 months ago or something, bro. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. It was pretty recent. But now they're releasing like an enhanced version, like a trilogy for it. So
It makes sense.
that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it. That's everything for video game news. Moving on to movie news. What you got, Hav?
All right,
Excited for
so
one thing.
this week in movie news, I mean, I have quite a few things, but like they're not really that big. So I want to try to get the big ones out of the way first, and then just move on to the small stuff. But I guess the first somewhat big news is something that we more so kind of make fun of, and that is that Max once again is changing its name back to HBO Max this summer.
I saw that. Yeah.
No, okay,
Yeah, that was
so
dumb,
you
bro.
saw that.
Yeah.
But did you see that video where James Gunn was promoting something for HBO Max,
yeah.
and he was like, "It's called HBO Max now."
I saw that, and I saw John Cena in his
That-
Peacemaker outfit. I saw that
That
one.
looks scripted.
Yeah, it
and
was.
planned.
Yeah, that was
But I
scripted.
think the James Gunn one was more authentic. I think that one was actually real.
Probably.
Unless my
yeah.
dreams get broken, and it turns out they were both scripted. In which case, man, it's not as funny anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Max is now going to be going back to be calling HBO Max this summer with a new color. It's going to be like black gray
Yeah.
now.
And like they're poking fun of themselves. They're like posting memes about themselves, and it's like,
Sometimes we make mistakes.
because like, yeah, I don't know why they changed it in the beginning.
HBO Max was perfect. And I was like, HBO Max.
I mean, they changed it to a bunch of names, wasn't it? Like HBO Now,
That was years ago. That was
HBO Go.
That was years. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like when we were still in like high school.
Yeah.
like that was like back then.
oh, shit.
But like HBO Max was like their
one that
official
stuck.
launch where like it would actually have other shit on it, like DC
Yeah.
stuff and like anime
Yeah.
and like all that other shit.
And then I guess people just kept calling it HBO, even despite the Max.
Yeah,
change, you know
that's
what I
what
mean? So they said,
we
"Fuck it,
still
man."
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we'll just go back to HBO.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
we always called it that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was one thing.
And I saw like a meme post of it was IMAX that quote tweeted it and said like, now people won't mix this up anymore. Let's go or some shit. And I'm like, dude, that's so true. I've seen people mix that up. Like, oh what?
No
like
way.
Max, IMAX, Max and IMAX, bro. It's
No,
just
I
Max
get it.
and
Yeah,
then-
yeah, I get it. But
It's
I was like, there's
what-
no way. I was like, how do people mix that up? But like,
People
I
might think like, oh, it's part of the Max brand, like or
oh
something.
my god,
You know,
that's
and it's
funny.
like, yeah, obviously we don't think that because we already know what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
we, we're doing this shit. But like to the casual people, like casual goers and shit, like yeah, they'll definitely get confused. But okay, moving on.
The next piece of news is that we got a first teaser trailer to the new Spider Noir series coming to Amazon
Yeah.
2026. And we actually just saw the teaser, super short. I mean, it was like
short.
20 seconds long. And literally it was just like a few shots of like,
Yeah.
you know, like a diner part, like a little place, like a diner. Quick glimpse of Nicolas Cage looking at a lighter, because the whole joke of like, where I like to like like lighting a match, let it burn to my fingers so I could feel something, that shit.
Yeah.
And then we see Spider Noir in action, and then there's the scene where he turns on the goggles, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's literally all that it was. But we also got an official picture provided by Amazon of what Spider Noir would look like.
Yep.
So that's the picture that I have right here.
It does look good, man.
I mean, it looks good in the sense
looks
of it looks good in the sense of damn, they made it look just like the
movie.
Across the Spider-Verse movie
Yeah.
they're into. But when I heard they were
good.
making Spider-Man Noir, I was like, okay, cool, like Spider Noir, like that's interesting because like Noir's like the style, the year it takes place, like the vibe, cool. But I never would have thought that it would be connected to the Spider-Verse movies. And you might be thinking, well, how is it connected, right? Like, does Miles make a cameo? No. But Nicolas Cage plays Spider Noir like in the movie.
Yeah.
He takes his mask off, and it's Nicolas Cage under the mask. You know what I mean? And it's the same design.
And back when it was rumored, I thought it would be.
was fake?
Back when it was rumored, they said that. They said it was going to be Nicolas Cage and it would be connected to the Spider-Verse movie. And that to me at the time, I was like, no way, that's real.
Like, get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
yeah, I was like, no way. That's just so absurd. That's not absurd, but like
Crazy.
unbelievable. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? But no, here it is. It's real. And it's actually connected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I mean,
No,
it looks,
hey.
the suit looks cool. So it's
What's it
like, all right,
called?
it looks accurate, nice, cool. We just got to see how it goes.
Yeah, man.
You already know fucking someone from the movie is gonna show up, bro. You already know it's gonna happen.
Who?
It's not gonna be Miles though.
Obviously,
It's not gonna be any of the big characters.
I don't know, man.
It might be some of the other like smaller characters,
How
like
would
side
they-
characters. I don't know
How
how
would
they
they
how
do
they-
the pig in live action?
No, I meant like as like an Easter egg, not like as part of the main
Yeah, like if
story.
he pulls like if
Oh, like you
if
just
he
name
busts
drop.
out a Rubik's cube. And that's the only thing in color. By the way, they confirmed that the show's coming out both in color and black and white.
I'm gonna watch it in black and white.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do the same thing.
Interesting.
But what would be really cool is if he pulled out like the Rubik's cube, because like the joke is he takes it with him in the movie, and that's the only thing that's in color in back in his universe.
It's like the season
That'd be
one.
cool.
That'd be funny.
Where it's like its office, his office, and
Yeah,
you
like in
just
the
see
background
it in the corner.
you see it or
Yeah.
something like that.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
that's I would think that's the only connection.
Yeah.
That I would see. But I doubt like a portal's gonna come up
mean-
and Miguel's like, yo.
Hopefully, it's
It
good.
It could be a thing where like the season one's over, right?
Yeah.
He's in his office and he's just looking at his outside his window, and you see the color that emanates from the portal in like the rear view reflection or some shit like that. You're like, oh shit, but we don't know. We don't see who walks out of it.
Sure.
That shit just pops up.
That would be cool.
Something like that.
I could see that. I could see that.
That would be raw. If I called it, I got it on tape.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Now we have to
that'd be
like say
fun.
everything that we think, bro. Now we have to say everything.
right.
But moving on to the next news, I want to get all of these out of the way, and these are all our thoughts on a few trailers.
Wait. One quick thing for Spider Noir.
Yeah.
We just have to see how it goes because it's being published or it's by what Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
And I'm gonna be
on
honest with you,
Prime.
I've never seen an Amazon show like.
What do you mean?
That was
What do you
produced by
mean?
them.
What do you share?
Oh yeah, you're right. Fallout.
Fallout.
Yeah,
Fallout. Yeah, you're right.
The
Fuck.
Boys.
I forgot about that.
Invincible.
And the Boys.
Yeah, Invincible.
I haven't seen Invincible yet, so. But I heard it's fire, obviously.
Yeah.
I just saw the first episode. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
I was like, wait. I was like, what?
wait. It's
Oh yeah,
Fallout,
you're
not
right. You're right.
fucking
You're right. You're
Amazon?
right. I'm tweaking. For some reason, because you know it's it's
Gen V?
Amazon. No. It's Amazon and then Prime Video. I just
Yeah.
thought like, wait a second, like
Separate.
separate things. My
Yeah.
bad. No, yeah, Prime Video is Amazon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. What's the next thing you had?
I said that I want to just get it out of the way, and that's to give our thoughts on a few trailers that came out this week. So Spider Noir teaser, that was one of them. The next big one I want to talk about is Superman.
Okay.
Our thoughts on the Superman trailer. So
I mean, it gets me more hype, bro.
yeah.
For me, at mine, just get
Okay.
more hype for it.
What about you, Hector? I know you've been the most one vocal and two optimistic that this movie has to bang or not for this DC universe to work.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing where we're like, bro, trust James Gunn, right? So I want to know what you thought now that you finally saw the trailer.
Okay. I
This,
liked it,
by the
man.
way, this by the way is the official trailer, not
official
a teaser
trailer,
trailer.
yeah.
So this is shows
I'm not
everything
seeing
on
anything more after
display.
this. Anything else, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going into.
I
the
liked
movie.
it, man. I really enjoyed it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to it even more.
Okay.
And the only thing that remains the same is like, oh, like I want to see how it works. Where okay, there's a pros and cons, right? You have a bunch of characters that's in this movie. Where we saw Metamorpho, and I'm like, yo, I forgot he was in this bitch. Like that's how many characters. So my point still stands. Like, how can you do this, James Gunn? I mean, we've seen it before, and it just doesn't work. But hey, I just gotta trust him, and maybe it'll actually work. He'll be the first one to do it that actually works. And then the pro with that is I like it because it actually feels like a comic book movie. You know what I mean? Like it actually feels like a comic book. There's a bunch of shit going on. There's different characters. Characters already established. The world is already established. We're just jumping into a page of a comic. That's how the trailer like. I guess that's how I saw the trailer. Is that's how I felt. And so I like it. It's like I like the vibe. It's like okay, cool. I did see people were complaining about how Superman is like not as stoic and like dark and shit as like Henry Cavill. Superman with Snyderverse.
Yeah.
And it's like I just think they're two different Superman.
Yes.
Like, so they're two different Supermen, and it's like you can't necessarily compare them, man. Because
That's true.
Because the Snyderverse one, it was already established like it was a darker type of world.
Right.
Here, it actually, I'm gonna be honest, it feels like more like Superman.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it feels more like Superman, and it feels like an actual comic book, like an actual comic book world.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Is that this
You
just
know?
feels more in line to
Yeah, for sure.
one, the Superman comics, Superman TV shows, whatever you grew up with, but more
Yeah.
just like the source material.
Yeah,
Like, this
and the
looks to
vibe.
me more like Superman than Man of Steel did.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I get people to this day. There are people who are still like, fuck this shit. Henry Cavill's my Superman. I
see people hating in this trailer and like hating James Gunn. It's like, why? Like, it feels cool, man. Like,
it does, but I don't know. For one, it could be people trolling. Like, it could just be people talking shit. True. Another thing is that people to this day, and like, dude, I get it. Like, I was hurt at first. We both were. But like the whole thing where it's like, damn, like we almost got Henry Cavill in that post-credit scene with Black Adam, and then he gets fired again. Like, what the fuck? Like, people to this day are still upset and butthurt at like what happened with James Gunn and shit.
I mean, I'm upset too because it's an unfortunate situation because I still believe that Henry Cavill didn't get a shot.
Absolutely.
An actual shot.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest.
No, absolutely.
So
and for me, bro, it's like it sucks. But Henry Cavill, if we're gonna talk strictly like the superhero genre, he's not the only actor who went through this. There have been multiple superheroes who play actors who play superheroes who never got a proper shot at displaying what they could have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I understand, but it's like, dude, it's not the first time it happens. Yeah, it sucks, but it's like, what can we do? That's Hollywood. That's how these studios kind of run, bro. So I don't know, man. I feel like after all this time, I won't say years because it wasn't too many years, but like after all this time since that incident, like since that happened and where we're at right now, it's kind of like just be like, okay, if that's the case, like just either get over it, watch your Man of Steel movie on repeat in your room or whatever while we all kind of move on with the world, because the world's gonna keep on fucking spinning, dude. And if you're gonna still hold to that like pettiness of what happened 2 years ago, then it's like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
It's just unfortunate.
It reminds me of that meme. Have you seen that meme, bro? Where like it's a group of people talking in a huddle, and then there's one guy by themselves.
Oh yeah,
and it's like this movie looks like trash, and then the one guy just puts the thumbs up, cool, and then they go back to talking. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
what that feels
it's like whatever, bro. Do you like? We're gonna keep doing this shit.
And it's like, okay, and what confuses me as well, dude, is okay. I love DC, bro. Whatever the fuck. Okay, if you love DC and you're an actual DC fan, then you already knew that the DC live action universe was in shambles.
Yeah.
So why not be optimistic, man? That like, hey, holy shit, we're actually gonna. It's a brand new reboot. It's a brand new world. There's a chance that this can actually be a cinematic universe that can actually compete with the MCU. Why not be optimistic? Are you really a DC fan, or like what the fuck? But I get it. And here's the thing, right? Because Henry, I want to say Henry Cavill's Superman. I still liked it though. I still liked it.
It's good.
I still liked it. It's not like super accurate to like the modern day Superman, but I guess he gave me the vibes of like Kingdom Come, like Superman. You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe, and I liked it. But I do understand that that's not really like that's not the core of Superman. So I'm kind of glad that we're kind of moving on.
Right.
Although I still think that Henry Cavill, it's unfortunate, man. He didn't get a shot. He didn't get an actual shot to portray the Superman that David Cornsweet is portraying right now.
That's true.
You know, and it's like what happened. It's like one of those things, like what if situations. Like what if Henry Cavill was the actual Superman and he actually was portraying Superman like how he's supposed to be? Would he be fired? Who knows? We'll never know.
We'll never know.
From what I saw from David Cornsweet in the trailer, I think it's solid, man. I think I'm gonna like this Superman.
Yeah, man.
So I'm looking forward to it even more.
I am too. I thought this trailer it showed me a lot of things that I think I wanted to see in a Superman trailer. Like I'm kind of like there for it. So I'm just excited, man. It sucks we gotta wait another 2 months, month and a half. Another month and a half.
It's in July, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's close, bro.
It's close.
It's close. Remember
bro.
when we made videos of like, yo, he just announced
The title for the movie.
Yeah, right? Like, we're here, bro.
When was that? 2 years ago?
It's just started filming.
No.
Yeah, dude. No, we made a Cape shit video talking about why we need Superman
crazy,
Legacy. Bro. We had the old title in
I listened to that. That shit was
title.
fire.
We had the old
crazy.
Superman title in our title for our YouTube video.
Superman Legacy.
Bro, that was holy shit. Now we're here. That's crazy.
Hey, man. Shit, I'm hyped, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
hyped.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know,
okay,
man.
moving on.
The next trailer, since we're on the topic of superheroes, Ironheart.
Yeah.
So we got the Ironheart trailer, which is a Disney Plus series coming from the MCU. It will focus on Riri Williams, not short for Rihanna, and it stars her as Ironheart, the character that we saw portrayed first in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a solo story about her and how she kind of, I guess, creates Ironheart
The suit?
again.
Oh,
She-
yeah, you're right.
She kind of did it already with
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever. But yeah, man, solo Ironheart story coming out in June. We got the trailer for that. Okay, thoughts on that?
I'm honest with you, man. All I know about her is that she's clearly from Chicago. Because in the Wakanda Forever movie, she had the Bulls logo in her
think you're
dorm.
right.
In the dorm, and I was
yeah.
man, I remember leaving it. I was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. She a W, and the actor was like, why? She a Bulls fan. She a W.
She
But-
W,
but
y'all
overall-
taking L's. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, you know how
That's fucking
Javi went on a
crazy.
rant right now about Mortal Kombat? I
Yeah.
could go on a rant about the Bulls, but I'm not, obviously, right? But what's
Taking
it called?
L's.
But like, that's how I feel right now about them. I'm not even fucking with you. Like he's 100% right. He's 100% right. I fucking hate the NBA lottery.
I know what you
and
mean.
the fucking Bulls. They piss me off.
I know how you feel.
All right, but what's it called? I mean, it's cool that she's from like Chicago, and I'm pretty sure the show takes place in Chicago because I thought I recognized buildings like the Series Tower. I recognized the building.
I didn't see that, man. Fuck.
I could have sworn it's like this is like legit like the first shot. It's quick.
Really?
It's
I
quick.
didn't see it, yeah.
So maybe that's TBD, but I could have sworn it was Chicago. But either way, I'm pretty sure she's from Chicago. Like I said, that shit was in the movie.
That's true. Yeah.
But even then, I mean, I'll probably check out the first episode for sure. But I don't have high hopes. I mean,
Yeah.
if Daredevil is a letdown for you guys, like if that didn't bang, like
Yeah.
what's gonna make this bang?
Well,
Daredevil wasn't.
we didn't think it was a
complete
letdown. We liked it a lot.
yeah.
We thought it was great.
We gave it an 8.
Yeah, we gave it an 8. It's
great.
We thought
I
it was
feel like
great.
y'all wanted to give it a 10.
Well, duh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on-
Considering the show you're currently watching,
Yeah,
bro,
'cause
like
I'm
we
on-
wanted to be at that quality, but it just
I'm
wasn't.
halfway through season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, no, clearly, yeah, we wanted to be at 10, but
I just saw the Punisher.
when we saw
Punish.
he's fire. So the problem is, bro, is that after Disney Plus launched like what 2021, something like that.
I forgot.
Something like
Streaming
Yeah,
service.
Yeah, around there.
So
Yeah.
2021, we're in 2025. So let's just say like 3.5, 4 years, right? In that time, we have gotten numerous, and I mean numerous, of MCU Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
And the quality of the shows have always gone up and down, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing has ever compared to the Netflix Daredevil show. So our worry was, fuck, are they going to MCU-ify Daredevil and make him the way that they're doing the MCU, like Love
Yeah.
and Thunder, like She-Hulk, like this bullshit? So the fact that we saw Daredevil, the reason why it wasn't really a letdown was because we expected worse, bro.
Oh.
We expected this show to be much worse compared to what they've done in the previous shows,
Yeah.
right? And especially when we saw his little cameo in She-Hulk, like I'm like, if he's gonna be like this, bro, then I don't want the fucking solo show because if it's gonna be like this in this one episode of She-Hulk, I don't want it. You know what I mean? So we were like, if it's like that, but like after watching it, the creative overhaul and everything that we talked about in that review, it turned out to be miles upon miles upon miles better than what we would have expected to come out of Disney and MCU.
Yeah.
It's still not at the quality of Daredevil by a few flaws and stuff like that we couldn't really get on board with.
Yeah.
But it could have been much worse. And so we were pleasantly surprised, like, damn, Disney didn't really fuck it up as bad as we thought it would. There's some little things, but it doesn't make the game terrible.
And we agree that it's the best MCU show.
Yeah, as far as MCU, like
MCU.
made by Marvel and Disney.
Yeah.
Because technically the best MCU show is still Netflix Daredevil.
technically, yeah.
But that's made by like production of Netflix.
yeah.
I'm talking shows that were made under Disney
And Marvel.
and Marvel
Yeah, yeah,
Studios, like actually them.
Yeah.
We agree that Daredevil Born Again is the best TV show to come out of these Disney Plus Marvel shows.
And it was tough because like Winter Soldier was fucking
Yeah, that one's
awesome,
probably like
too.
second place for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know
agree with that.
the Loki show's
I
pretty
agree.
good too.
Loki too.
Loki's pretty good. It's pretty up there. But like, as far as standouts, that's really it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And it's
You know what I
only
mean? As
an
far as the
8.
other shows, but we agreed. Born
it's,
Again,
so
it's
yeah,
the
it's
best
great.
one.
Yeah.
We gave it an 8. It's great. It's still solid.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
When you eventually like finish Daredevil, and if you decide to go watch Daredevil Born Again, you're gonna start to see the things like they didn't do this in the original show. Wait, they didn't really. They wouldn't do stuff like this in the original show. They would have done it like I don't know, like we talked about it. We fucking three and a half hour review, bro.
and I told him I didn't want to go that long.
Like, we had to. We fucking like we went into it. So you'll see what we mean, Mario. But
But yeah, Ironheart. Back to Ironheart.
Ironheart, dude, I'm gonna be real. It looks like any other Disney Plus Marvel show, in my
it does.
opinion.
Yeah.
Like the trailer for it just kind of looked like I watched the trailer for like Loki season 2 or like WandaVision. Like it just,
It's like, all right.
I don't know, like what, like at least with Daredevil, we knew it like it was coming from that universe, like the Daredevil show from Netflix. So we had something to look forward to and compare. What can we compare Ironheart to? Miss Marvel? It was just a good to average to good Disney Plus show.
That's true.
What do we want to compare it to? What If? Another mid-ass Marvel show?
Yeah.
Are we going to compare it to She-Hulk? Fucking terrible fucking show. Are we going to compare it to Falcon and Winter Soldier? Will the writer and directors be as good as the people who made that shit? Like, what can we compare it to? Like, we have not gotten for one, I don't think we have gotten a Disney Plus Marvel show that is like fire of other than Daredevil Born Again, but like the team that works on Born Again are going to be doing Born Again. They're not going to switch to another show. Yeah. So they're going to do their own thing. So this team is completely different. They're going to stick to this shit. So it's like, what can I compare it to? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So I don't know, man. Like when I watch it, I'm like, okay, cool. But if I'm going to be real, because I know our whole thing is that when we put out these reviews for the podcast and stuff like that, we want to focus on big franchises, the big stuff, right? Marvel's clearly one of them. I saw the trailer and literally the first thought in my head was, okay, like that's homework.
Yeah.
That's something I'm going to have to make time to watch to review for the pod. Like, it feels like a job, but it doesn't feel like something I'm looking forward to actually. Sure, we have to eventually, record a review for Superman, but I'm actually looking forward to that shit. That's not going to feel like work. This just kind of felt like, all right, like, I guess. I don't know, man. And I know the whole like promotion, like even the official Ironheart poster, if you go on social media, and even the trailer, it's the first fucking text you see on screen from executive producer Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan Coogler, as of very recently, directed and I think also wrote Sinners, 10 out of 10 film. We loved that movie. He also did the 2 Black Panther movies, Fruitvale Station, Creed 1, and all those other movies, right? And while that looks promising in the same way that it is like executive producer means nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that just means that you're in the background, like while they're filming the show, or like you kind of give your 2 cents on like what the story should be or whatever, but you're not actually the one calling the shots.
Yeah.
So executive producer blah 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 means fucking nothing. Executive producer of The Conjuring 3, motherfucker, was James Wan, and look how we felt about that one. Means nothing. It means just as little as when the trailer says from the studio that brought you.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the studio. What about the director? But if the director made Human Centipede, I don't give a fuck, bro. What the fuck what am I doing right now? So, despite
Bro, you
what
should have seen my reaction when they were announcing the trilogy for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, they announced the director. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I look up. I go to Jose, who I went to Japan with. I'm like, Jose, this is the motherfucker that made the fucking Fantastic Four movie that was god awful.
Josh Trank?
Yeah, he directed it. And I was like, bro, they're giving this motherfucker a trilogy? I was like, oh my God. I was like, no way.
Hey, but if the trailer came out from the studio that brought you Rise of Skywalker.
Barbarian.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mean shit either.
It'd be like,
Listen, man, I'm on a high with Disney because Andor just finished, and like I love that shit.
I might have to start
I love
watching
Disney
that.
right now, but I know it's not gonna last
you know what's
forever.
really funny is that because Andor just wrapped, Rogue One is now like the most watched
Yeah.
thing on Disney Plus right now.
I'm gonna rewatch it.
That's pretty
I want to
cool.
rewatch it because like, given how Andor ended, I was like, huh.
It ties right into it?
Yeah, it ties right in.
All right, so I think that's what I'm gonna do.
It literally leads to the beginning
Okay.
of that fucking movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have
And-
to watch that like that then too.
Okay.
When I make
Yeah,
my own time.
man.
But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I know you. Did you give your thoughts yet about Ironheart? Like, what do you think?
I felt the same way as you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, just indifferent.
Feels like
whatever.
homework.
Feels like
We'll check out the first episode.
yeah, like like we didn't even review Agatha. Like I didn't even see.
No,
Agatha.
I didn't even
Dude,
watch it.
I didn't even watch it, bro. I did
And,
the
like,
most.
it's
I did
just-
the most out of all of it. I got 3 episodes in, but then they
that's
lost
crazy.
me when the dude said it's giving middle. I go,
Yeah,
what the
I
fuck am
Oh,
I
like the
watching,
script,
bro?
like some of
I'm
the
like, dude,
dialogue?
this is not for me.
I don't know. So like, yeah, Ironheart. It just seems as of right now, it's like whatever. We just got to see when it comes out. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
looking
agree.
forward to it or anything. But yeah, maybe it would have helped if I knew like their like the character
lore?
and like in comic book world, like Moon Knight, I was like, yo, that's actually pretty fire. I know who he is.
I know in the
with Ironheart, I have
comics-
no idea who she is.
Well, in the comics, Riri Williams is called Ironheart because she builds a mechanical suit like
Yeah.
Iron Man's, and it takes a lot of inspiration from Tony Stark.
yeah.
When we're introduced to her in Wakanda Forever, she mentions Tony Stark a grand total of 0 times.
Yeah.
So this is obviously an interpretation of Ironheart character that I guess has no correlation with Tony Stark at all. And if I'm not mistaken, now I could get this wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I could have sworn that when Riri Williams was introduced in the comics, Tony Stark was still alive, and I think he was even like a mentor figure.
No, yeah, he was.
Okay, so
Yeah, he was.
Here, Endgame happened, y'all. Like Tony Stark's no longer with us. So what is her motivation to creating a suit that, other than its size,
Inspiration.
is clearly inspired from an Iron Man suit? And we just watched the official trailer. Yet again, 0 mentions of Tony Stark and his technology or even influence. She's just like, I want to build something iconic. And then builds an Iron Man suit. And it's like, you mean rip off?
It's already been done.
Yeah,
It's already
like, you
been
mean
done,
rip
buddy.
off? Like,
It's
like,
definitely iconic, but not for you.
for you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's even more reason for me
Hopefully,
to be like, what
hopefully
the
they
fuck are we
explore
doing?
that more in the show.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully there's like a scene where like maybe
She talks about Tony Stark.
or
something
maybe
like
when
that.
like I don't know, he ended up saving her mom or some shit or like
I don't know, something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You know what I mean?
A
Some
flashback?
sort of
Yeah,
connection.
yeah, yeah.
Some
Like-
sort of connection.
There's
Yeah.
got to be something, bro. It's just real. It's,
Like, yeah,
fucking,
was
it's an
I-
Iron
like-
Man suit. It's
it's
got to
like,
be something.
I'm here because Tony Stark saved my mom in the Battle of New York or like I don't know some
Yeah.
some
Well, that's what they
reference.
did with Hawkeye. That's how Kate
Yeah,
Bishop
exactly.
knew Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's how they did it with that.
do something like that
Yeah.
again. Fuck it, like
Yeah.
some explanation.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and
It's
see.
kind of like oh, never mind. No, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. I'll move on.
All right.
All right, move on.
All right, moving on. Another trailer we got this week. I was looking forward to this shit, bro. Nobody 2.
Nobody too.
So Nobody
Who
2.
is he? He's a nobody.
It's a nobody. That's what they say in the movie.
Yeah.
That's how
Get
they
this
say it.
nobody.
Yo,
There's
he
nobody.
said
Oh
it.
shit, it's cool.
It's like, so
But
what
yeah,
is
I haven't seen the first movie. I actually
Same
plan
here.
to. Hav told me about it many times. He said it's really fire.
Yeah, it's
so
really good.
obviously I trust his word. I'm obviously we have to check it out, right?
Right.
I'm not sure if we'll end up reviewing it. I'm not.
Yeah.
Or wait.
Probably, I mean, if we make a review on Nobody 2,
Yeah, we'll see.
probably would just give like our quick thoughts of what we thought about the first
Yeah,
one.
we'll see.
Something like that. But yeah, so the trailer for Nobody 2, I mean, it's kind of hard to be like, what'd you guys think without really knowing the events of the first movie? I'll tell you right now,
Yeah.
other than just the recurring actors that play the same characters in the last movie, that's the only really connection that they make to the last movie. That's really it. But everything else looks new, like the family vacation thing, the people that
I think it's just gonna be like some action fun, man.
That's what I think
Yeah.
too.
that is what the first movie is.
Okay.
It's like when you go see Beekeeper. It's Jason
Yeah, yeah,
Statham
yeah.
action movie. It's just action fun. Like that's just what it is. Now the first Nobody movie is like that, but I would argue that it's better than those typical a working man beekeeper Jason Statham movies. Like whereas I think if I were to give a Beekeeper a 7, which I don't know if that was the score I gave it, I would give Nobody like an 8. 8.5 probably like around there, 8 to 9, 8.5 area, because it's a little richer in plot and like action, as well as Jason Statham is literally a tank. He's untouchable. He never gets hit once. He dodges and blocks and parries. He actually like takes hits and shit, and it's more like, oh, the stakes are high because he's vulnerable. He's mortal.
Yeah.
So Nobody 2 looks like it's going to capture the same vibe as the first one, especially because they changed the director. So it's not the same guy that made the first movie, but the guy who directed Nobody 2, I forget his name, has directed other action movies in the past that are fire.
Okay.
One of which is a movie that's on Netflix that you guys could watch if you guys want. You don't have to. But it's a movie called The Night Comes for Us. And it features a
Never heard
lot
of
of the same actors who are from the Raid movies. Like all of them. And so the fighting is very Raid quality, like the
Okay.
fucking hand-to-hand shit. So at least we have a director who knows how to direct action scenes. And we see some of it in the trailer. Looks pretty cool, looks entertaining. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. I doubt it's going to be my 10 out of 10 movie of the year, but given how fun the first movie was, kind of like how cool it was, like even there's like, it's like some comedy to it. It's pretty cool. And I believe the director of the first Nobody movie was a writer, not a director, but a writer on one of the John Wick movies.
Okay.
And he was doing marketing, like interviews promoting the first Nobody movie. And someone asked him, like, well, given your connection with John Wick, would this movie take place in the same universe as John Wick? Can you confirm that? And he's like, I don't know if I can confirm that, but I would definitely be open to crossing him over one day. So it's up in the air. It's up in the air. Who fucking knows? Maybe that's John Wick 5.
Dumb it.
It's like, what do we need to fight? We need a nobody. Like, yo, I know a guy.
What's his name? We don't. No one knows.
No one knows, bro.
No one
So
knows.
what is he? Is he a
He
nobody?
just, like, he yeah,
there, bro.
he burned his ID in front of us just so no one would know. Like,
But
yeah.
it seems cool, man.
it looks a lot of fun, and
All right.
so I'm looking forward to it. That comes out in August. I forgot to mention that. So Ironheart comes out next month. Comes out June. This movie comes out in August, and the last trailer that we have to talk about is super short. It's a teaser for Fallout Season 2.
Fuck yeah.
And that comes out this December. And to be honest with you, bro, I mean, most of the teaser was kind of whatever, because it was like the shit where he's promoting different products or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. But like the real money shot is him and Ella
her name again?
Purnell.
Yeah.
Ella Purnell. I forgot the
was
chick.
it- what was
I
her
forgot her
name again?
name. But
I
it's
forgot.
them approaching New Vegas.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited, bro.
And that's literally it.
I'm so hyped.
All we see. So it's a teaser, not a full blown trailer. So
Bro, when I
there's not
first-
much I can really say other than we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Bro, when I first saw that, when back in season 1, where they were there, I was like, "Oh shit!" I lost my mind, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
So I'm excited how they're gonna approach it. I don't know how they're gonna. Like, I'm excited to see what they're gonna name drop and what they're gonna show. My bad.
There you go.
Because it said they're gonna respect the canon, so I'm just like, okay, how are they gonna go about it then?
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
But I'm
see.
hyped.
Yeah, man. The first season was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I really.
My brother
really liked
watched it, bro.
Yeah, he liked it.
He liked it a lot too.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But okay. Moving on.
Moving on, that's basically everything I have as far as trailers. Now we're going to move on to just other pieces of news, which, to be honest, other than like 2 pieces of news that I have on here, the rest are small. So the after these first 2 pieces of news that I have on here, the rest are going to be a breeze. We're going to just fly right through them.
Thing.
But the first one that I had to mention, and this is a W for Hector and us,
Oh.
Kristen Ritter will officially return as Jessica Jones for Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
I did see that.
I did see
Dude,
that. It
that's
confirms
cool.
it, man. We're gonna get Luke Cage. We're gonna get my boy Luke Cage.
And Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Dude.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's gonna be sick, bro.
Yo.
It's gonna
The
be sick.
Defenders.
She's back.
From
the
the-
Defenders back.
Dude,
They
yeah.
better come back, bro.
So when I saw this, and actually Kristen Ritter went on social media and put out an actual like statement.
Yeah.
Because she's obviously like the way this kind of thing works is like you get called into a meeting probably with Marvel, like saying, hey,
Yeah.
we want you to return, like we want you to do this thing, but you got to keep it under wraps until we're ready to officially announce it.
Yeah.
So sometimes these actors, bro, have to keep this secret for a long ass time. You never
true.
know. So she finally went on social media, put up a post, basically kind of explaining the situation, and the post from Kristen Ritter herself states, quote, I am so excited to bring back this iconic character. And without giving too much away, there's much in store for Jessica Jones. This is going to be an incredible season.
Dude, I'm hyped for that, man.
I'm fucking
I dude,
hyped,
I
dude.
really like Jessica Jones.
Wait,
man.
so which show came out first, hers or Daredevil's?
So Daredevil season 1.
Daredevil season 1.
And then Jessica Jones season 1.
I was about to say, I remember it was one of them two that came out first.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Jessica Jones is really good too.
Yeah.
I like it.
I've only seen the first season with the, what's his name? Kilgrave.
Kilgrave, yeah.
That's fire.
Wait, what's her power? I was about to say, y'all both just look at each other like it's kind of
she's
hard.
got super strength. She's
In the comics, she has super strength and she could fly.
and she
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
can
doesn't
fly.
have
She can't fly in the show.
in the live action shit.
No.
We have not seen her fly.
We haven't
but
seen her
but
fly.
she has strength.
She has strength, and is she bulletproof? Like
That's a
Luke
good
Cage?
question. No.
No?
I think that's just
Okay.
Luke Cage.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
don't
she
think
does
she-
have super strength, but like,
And she's like-
unlike Daredevil, bro. Like
Yeah.
her show's not action filled. It's more like detective work because she's a detective for like the police or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
So she's more detective work. Although
And-
sometimes her strength will come in clutch when she has
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
fight.
like, whenever like she's being thrown, she could take it because she's she's
Yeah.
strong and stuff. There are there were times that only a couple times, maybe like 2 or 3 times in the entire show where we see her use her powers, but literally it's just like, oh, I gotta go find her. I gotta get to this location, and it's just her doing this. Like she just when she jumps, it just cuts off, and then she like lands wherever she needs to be.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's it. It's like nothing like MCU, nothing, bro. Maybe they'll pull a situation where what they did with Daredevil when he was introduced in She-Hulk. Where like they showed his acrobatic powers. Maybe when she makes a return, they'll actually show her more of her powers. I don't know. In the show at the time, people, I think it was confirmed that she couldn't fly. I think she was able to just jump high.
Yeah, well, that's all she did in the Netflix shows.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't think she's going to end up flying here. They're going to keep it grounded, try to keep it true, I think.
All right.
But yeah, either way.
Did you ever watch Jessica Jones?
No lie, I think I've seen like 2 episodes.
Okay. The first season's really good. I never saw season 2. Is it good or not?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I like season 1. The villain in season 1 is fire. I love Kilgrave, dude.
And Luke Cage is
is really good. I only saw the first season of that too.
Yeah, Luke Cage is really good.
It's also a really, really good show. Okay, the next really big piece of news that I want to get out of the way is that Marvel Studios recently updated their yearly output plan. So this is what their plan is going to be starting maybe, I don't know, next year or some shit like that. I don't know. We'll see. Maximum of 3 movies a year.
Okay.
No more than 3. 1 to 2 live action shows a year.
Yeah.
And 2 animated shows.
Okay.
That is their yearly output plan from here on out. So as far as like live action shows, probably like those.
That's better, man. It gives us time to breathe, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Even then, I feel like it's still a lot, but
yeah, that's true. Animated shows doesn't. I take when I hear animated shows, I take it as not necessarily MCU. It could just be anything from Marvel Animation. So like Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2, X-Men 97 Season 2.
Yeah.
Shit like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be MCU related.
Yeah.
So I think animated shows could really go for anything coming out of Marvel. But that is their yearly output, which I wish I still had the stats for. We talked about it on the discussion pod, the comeback pod for Cape Shit, where we found out the yearly output for DC. And theirs was like 2 movies, 2 live action shows, 2 animated shows. Like, it's like, what the fuck? So, like, it's hella superhero content in 1 year, bro. It's gonna be fucked up. But that's it as far as like bigger news. So now I'm gonna just kind of like breeze over some of the smaller news that I have left on here. We have details on Marvel's Wonder Man, which is supposed to premiere this December.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yahya Mateen Abdul the second or the third, I forget what he is. He's going to be starring as Wonder Man this December. Has a max of 8 episodes. Each episode is 30 minutes long and is premiering this December. So just another She-Hulk, another WandaVision. It's one of those longer episodes, but they're shorter. So it's like, how episodic is it going to feel like? I honestly don't know that much about Wonder Man, so I don't know how excited to really be.
Sure.
Same here.
Based on the little mini teaser that we got about Wonder Woman, I'm not really excited for it. I just kind of don't care.
Yeah.
So
I feel like there might be hate coming his way.
You think so? Oh wait, I think I know why.
Shit, just because it's a race swap.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I looked up pictures of him and I was like, oh yeah. So I know what you're. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that side of the internet is definitely gonna hate.
Yeah, man. Well,
gonna have a field day.
It's kind of it's good. It's one of those things where it's like, fuck, it's bound to happen. So fuck it. The next piece of news I have is a new report on Matt Reeves' The Batman, Part 2. So Matt Reeves has been sending in pages for half a year to Warner Brothers, and the full script is expected to be sent to DC this month.
Oh wow!
In May.
Just start filming the fucking thing, man. Fuck.
Well, hey man, you know James Gunn, that's how he is, bro. Nothing films until the script is finished. That's his motto. Him and Peter Safran's. So, hey, but at least we finally have an update on like, bro, like where are you coming at with that script now? Like, it was still not finished when we watched Penguin, bro.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's been that long. It's crazy. It's like it was our first episode.
Batman 1 made a billion.
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
I have no idea if it made $1 billion.
All right, next piece of news I have on here is that the Creed spin-off series is officially happening.
All right.
So a spin-off show taking place in the Rocky /
The animated
Creed
show?
universe.
Is it animated?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It just says it's titled Delphi and is set at the gym featured in the film. So in the movies, when you watch the Creed movies, the Rocky movies, there's a specific gym that they train at. It's going to take place there. Follows young boxers who train at the gym. And Michael B. Jordan will be executive producing.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool that he's attached to it. But again, executive producer means nothing. So But yeah, I mean, interesting. I don't know so much if I'm going to be really excited for it. I love the Creed movies, but like a show that's in the universe that doesn't connect to the any other characters in the movies and shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next piece of news. HBO has delayed A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms to 2026. That's a Game of Thrones series.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't know what that is.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know what this
Mario's
is.
upset about it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was thinking about this too, cause like no bullshit. I thought about this before this announcement, like maybe like a day or two. But I'm like, bro, that was supposed to come out this summer.
Really?
It's getting delayed. I'm like, it has to be getting delayed because it was supposed to come out this summer. And then that happened. I go, I fucking knew it, man. I was like, it looks fire. I know the general premise of the show. It's fire, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, here, according to the details provided, it says set 100 years before Game of Thrones, and it's 100 years after House of the Dragon.
And they're filming House of Dragons right now.
Yeah. And it says, will encounter several members of the Targaryens dynasty.
Which I wonder who, because like by then everybody in House of Dragons is gonna be dead. So I wonder who it's gonna be.
Not sure,
I don't know,
bro.
man. Listen, it's a long grind, man, but it's so worth it, bro. I'm honest with you, man.
Nah, man, I've heard Game of Thrones is good, bro.
All right,
I mean,
I'm still waiting on one piece of news. How I want to know if we're cousins or not.
well, I mean,
I got one.
Or just, are we cousins?
Are we cousins?
Hold on, I want to see if he has it, because if he has it,
well, do I go through all my shit
yeah,
first,
go, yeah,
or do you want to
through
go
it.
first?
No,
You still have more? Fuck.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I thought you were done.
I thought that was it.
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
That was.
Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
Shit, bro.
All right, go ahead.
Another small piece of news that I have is that a Rambo origin story movie is in the
Oh, I
works.
saw
Whoa.
this. That's actually cool.
So an origin movie on John Rambo, the character that we know is portrayed by Sylvester Stallone, is now in the works with Jalmari Highlander.
That's
set
cool.
to direct.
that's the guy from the one.
Sisu.
Yeah, I missed that on the
He
movie.
wow.
directed Sisu. And this is exciting.
gonna be
Obviously,
cool.
it can't be
Yeah.
it can't be Sly. So, but I'm assuming he's going to be attached story-wise, executive producer.
Yeah.
Who knows, right? But I'm excited now. Contrary to popular belief, I'm the movie guy, right? I've never seen any of the Rambo movies, bro.
Wow.
I've only
Especially because they're
I've
action
only
too.
seen the
Yeah.
Rocky movies.
Wow.
And Expendables 1 and 2, but never
Same.
Rambo.
I think I saw 2 or 1. I forgot which
They're
one it
both
was.
cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen Rambo, so an origin story would probably technically be like the best introduction. But
Yeah.
low key, I would probably just watch the other Rambo movies
That's
before
really
this
cool.
one comes
Yeah.
out, and maybe even make me think like, damn, like how did John Rambo get there? Like an origin story would be
Yeah.
so interesting. But yeah, man. So Rambo origin story in the works. That's cool. By
Yep.
the same director as Sisu.
That is really cool.
Next piece of news: Netflix has tapped David Leitch. So David Leitch is the director of The Fall Guy, which we saw with Ryan Gosling, Emily
Yeah.
Blunt. He was also the director of Deadpool 2 with Cable,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And Domino and all of them. Netflix has tapped
this.
David Leitch to helm an upcoming Gears of War movie.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
why.
that.
Yeah.
So the Gears
Is that
of
the
War
one you were talking about?
No.
Oh.
Oh, well, Gears of War movie is currently in talks with the guy who directed Deadpool 2 to work
Yeah.
on it, and they also got John Spates to write the script. Did some research on John Spates. He previously wrote screenplays and scripts and stuff for movies like Prometheus,
I've seen that.
the first Doctor Strange movie,
Seen it.
and Dune 1 and 2.
Dune?
Okay.
Dune.
The original Dune?
No,
Or
this
reboot.
Dune.
Oh wow.
Timothy Chalamet Dune.
Okay. Cool.
You had me at Dune.
Yeah, Gears of War, man. That movie. Oh, the Gears of War movie has been in the talks for years.
Yeah.
For years.
For years.
Remember,
So one guy's playing him, right? The
what's his
actor,
name?
what's his name?
Batista was
Yeah.
like, let me play the main dude.
Oh wait, that's not
Marcus.
That's not
Yeah.
official.
What?
What?
That's not official.
What?
I thought he was officially playing Marcus.
Oh, David Batista?
Yeah.
No, he's always
No,
said
he
wanted
wants to, and he wants to, and people.
Well, what do you think? Do you think he's good at Batista?
Well, he wants to, and people are fan casting him.
Are you fan casting him? Or you want someone else?
I can't think. I don't have anyone in mind, and then obviously.
But if it were him, would you hate it or love it?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only acting chops that I've seen from Dave Bautista was Drax. Obviously, and that's like a whole different character. And then was that the
Cabin
zombie
in the
movie,
Woods.
the Zack Snyder zombie movie?
Oh no,
that we saw?
he's in that one movie
He's
we
in
saw.
Dune. He's in Dune Part 1 and 2.
He's in Dune, and then we also saw him in
you're right.
Cabin in the Woods or
Oh,
the
yeah,
one with the
yeah.
Four
Oh,
Horsemen.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
good in there, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I
Cabin
know
in
he
the
can
Woods.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
He
yeah.
has acting chops. I know
Yeah,
he can
you're
do
right.
it.
I forgot about that movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He was in that. And then that zombie movie, I forget what it's called. I actually kind of liked it. I actually did like that one. So yeah, I don't know. But listen, a lot of people want him to
Play Marcus.
and it got like super big because this has been in talk for years, bro.
Yeah.
Even before Gears of War 5 came out, that was in 2019.
Yeah.
And so in 2019, they actually released a DLC character, and it's Dave Bautista. It's Dave Bautista dressed as Marcus. You can look it up.
That's kind of cool.
So and that was back in 2019.
Yeah.
So it's been in the talks for years, even
Let's
way
just
before
hope
that.
it doesn't go out like Borderlands did, where it was in development hell for years,
man.
and it comes out. And
I mean, technically it has. Because according to my research here, there have been talks about them wanting to make a Gears of War movie as early as March 21st, 2007.
God, dang.
Yeah.
So it's been in development hell for a minute now, bro. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's just I don't know how they would. It's just I don't know how they would do it, man. Because the enemies that's a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
There's a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
They can't do like what
Practical?
Last of Us is doing and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we can focus more on characters and people and shit. They can't do that
Yeah.
because the main enemies are fucking are monsters, bro.
Yeah.
They're monsters, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like a big thing. So yeah, I think maybe that's why the funding and shit. But anyway, yeah, I can't think of anyone else.
All right.
I don't know. Can't think of it.
Continue, Hob.
All right. Down
cousins? Let's see
to
we
I'm down
cousins.
to the last two pieces of news.
All right. Let's see. We're cousins.
Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ
Oh,
2
yeah.
has been officially titled The Resurrection of the Christ.
That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. The resurrection. It sounds more like cinematic, like more
Yeah.
Yeah.
has soul to it. I don't
Has soul.
They're starting their own universe.
know. Yeah. Called the was it the
Christ
Christ universe? Yeah, the Christ verse.
The Christ verse.
The Christ verse.
That's funny as fuck.
The
Resurrection.
GCU. The Jesus Christ
the
universe.
JCU. The JCU.
No, the J. You said G.
He said G. JCU.
Oh, my bad, my
Yeah, the
bad.
JCU. That rolls off the tongue too. JCU. But okay.
And then down to the last piece of news. I'm sure we're not cousins because this is just small ass fucking
Fuck.
news. Alien Earth. No, right?
Nah.
I bet.
No, I got one.
All right.
Alien
if he
Earth
got it.
officially premieres August 12th on Hulu.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
all
excited.
I have.
I'm excited
'Cause
for that.
I know that's something that we've been looking forward to,
Yeah.
the Alien
Alright.
show. So
All right, let me see
I want to
it.
put it out there.
All right. Let me see.
Wait, did I just say or did I say what the topic is?
What's the topic?
DC?
No.
Ah, we're not cousins.
Damn,
we're not
bro.
cousins.
So we're all like unrelated.
We're all unrelated. I'm surprised you didn't have this down. Okay, then again, this
I'm
might be
happy
fake.
because
This might be
like-
fake.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, shit,
So
okay.
part of me is happy because like if Hav did have this and he said like this is small news, I'd be like, Hav, don't ever disrespect this fucking ever. Don't ever do.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. I just fuck. You're right. I didn't mention that.
I'm surprised you didn't because this is big.
Yeah. I mean, is it?
It is. It is. Fuck you, asshole.
No, I'm not making fun of it. It's just like I don't know, man. Like what? Like how big as far as like when's the last time we had anything related to that universe? Like I feel like there
Like
hasn't
actual
been
like finished thing.
like I feel like there's not enough oomph in the fandom and the community as of recently. So that's why I'm like I don't know.
no, well this sparked it, bro. It was trending.
Well.
Whenever the shit drops from,
Do you know what
this
he's talking about, Hector?
I don't.
Okay, because I know what he's talking about. I know exactly what he's talking about. Do you have your thing ready?
I'm looking to see if it's real, bro.
You want me to say my thing then?
Like,
You want me to say my thing?
it's crazy and unbelievable, but like, there's some people talking about it, like some media, like some,
Yeah.
So Hector is
like, okay,
So he has a piece of news that's related to DC. DC.
Yahoo.com. I guess that's reliable. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Should I just say it?
Well,
This is
do
what I
you-
saw.
Do you want to go first or
I'll
Mario
go
go
first.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, go.
Because what if this is fake? Javi
if
will
it's-
let me know. Is that apparently?
Okay.
I feel like this might be fake. It's like, what the fuck? Apparently, Shaq has become the third co-CEO of DC Studios.
There's no way.
Dog, I'm serious. Bro, look. I'm not even kidding. Like, look. Like, Yahoo's reporting it, bro. What the fuck? That's why, like, there's no way this is real.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, bro. I swear, dude, when I saw this, I'm like, this is
Superman. That's
Oh, that's funny.
bro, yo, when I saw this, I'm like, there's no way this is real.
Oh my god.
That's why I didn't bring it up until now, until like we're at the end, because I want to know, is this
That's
real?
funny,
Because
dude.
I'm looking at some media websites, they are talking about it, but I don't know if it's real, bro.
That's funny.
What the fuck?
And like, there's a picture of him coming on stage, bro. I don't know if this is real. How can you fact check it while Well, Mario says this shit. Are you looking at it, Mario?
So,
yeah, I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
okay, so I googled Shaq as CEO of DC.
Yeah.
And you know how like Google has that thing where it uses AI as like to go through search results.
Yeah.
The first thing that I get is Shaquille O'Neal has not officially become the third CEO of DC
Okay, yeah, that makes
Studios.
sense.
Well, he was present at the Warner Bros. Discovery event for the Superman trailer, and there have been reports suggesting his potential appointment. No official announcement has been made.
Okay, yeah,
He
yeah.
has been involved in the promotion of the DC universe, including Peacemaker and the new Superman film, according to reports on
Oh, interesting. Okay. Then why the fuck are these people reporting it? And like they seem like it's kind of, I guess, credible at least. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's weird. I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, this is there's no way. This has to be fake. But I just wanted to bring it up to you
Shaquille
guys.
O'Neal as co-CEO. Dude,
Imagine if it was real. It's like
he was
what?
like, because no, as soon as Hector was like, this could be fake. I'm like, what? Like, what could he?
No,
have-
yeah,
what could he say?
He said Shaq. I was like, what?
But you know, he's like, as soon as he said like this could be fake, I'm like, what could he be saying?
Yeah.
Never in my wildest dreams, Mario, would I ever thought he would say those words. Shaq as co-CEO of DC Studios
Hey, man.
is the funny. That's like saying Dwayne Johnson co-CEO of MCU,
Yeah.
Marvel Studios. Like what?
No, that's why I said it might have been fake. Because I'm like, what the fuck is this? It
I'm
doesn't
like,
make
wait,
sense.
what? What are you
That's funny.
talking about? But like, that makes no fucking. He puts his 2 cents on the Batman.
That's funny,
and shit
isn't it?
like
Yeah,
that.
right.
What the fuck,
Oh my god, that's too fucking funny.
dude? Never in my
Anyway.
wildest dreams.
Okay, what do you got, Mario?
right.
That's actually real.
All right, this is actually real.
Yeah,
all right. So obviously a movie
so
that's
funny.
coming out next year that I was very excited for got delayed. The Legend of Aang, the last Airbender movie, has been delayed by 9 months to October
Damn.
9th, 2026.
Holy fuck.
I was at work when I got the notification. I was so mad, man. But we also got, but as like a little like forgiveness, he also gave us the first logo to the actual movie, and this is what it's gonna look like. That's the actual logo for the
Oh wow.
movie.
Okay.
I don't know
Cool.
if you saw it, but here
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
But yeah, man, it got delayed.
cool.
I'm happy because it's no longer in January. It's now in October. But it sucks because I have to wait. But yeah, man, that's the only thing that I had that Javi missed out on, which I'm surprised Javi didn't get it, man.
Okay.
But yeah, that was it.
Oh my god. I'm still laughing at that shit, bro.
I'm just like, what?
Dude, I
Like,
had to share with you guys. I'm like, dude, there's no way this is real.
Yeah.
But I saw some people talking about it. I'm like, wait a second, this could be real. What the fuck? But I guess it just is one of those things where they got bamboozled as well or some shit.
probably.
But yeah, I think that's everything, right?
Everything I have.
Okay, cool. That is everything, guys. That is everything for HRV news this week. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
Peace.
See you.